More than 300,000 people have signed a petition calling for a bank holiday in the UK next Monday if England win the Euros this weekend. And Boris Johnson isn't ruling it out.
But is giving us all an extra day of work, an extra day off work, a tad over the top? Or is it the perfect way to celebrate what is likely to be a once-in-a-lifetime event for many?
Right, we're joined by talk radio presenter and inexplicably Bolton Wanderers fan Daryl Morris, even though Burnley's just down the road, who says anyone who doesn't want an extra bank holiday is a killjoy, and Scottish broadcaster Gordon Smart, who believes it would be an example of the rampant imperialism that this football tournament, he says, has provoked. So, Daryl, the case for...
Oh, the case for is very clear. And firstly, by the way, it was a condition of me discussing football on television with a Burnley fan this morning that I get to wear my Bolton shirt. So here we are.
With my Burnley tie.
Yeah, fair play, fair play. Yeah, look, come on, give us a bank holiday. Why not give us a bank holiday? This is a wonderful, wonderful moment in our country's history. We talked a lot about Gareth Southgate and the England team kind of reclaiming national pride in the name of something really decent. They've grabbed the flag of St. George from the clutches of the EDL and they've made national pride, English pride about tolerance and compassion and decency and teamwork and community and all those things. So that's what we should celebrate, and we should celebrate that with a good old-fashioned British day off.
It's unlikely to be able to happen on Monday, though, the time when most people would like the day off, having had a late night and, fingers crossed, a late night of celebrating. Boris Johnson's already said it's more likely to happen after COVID restrictions have been lifted somewhat. And haven't we already had a lot of days off? Isn't it time to get back to work, some would argue?
No, I think we've been working extremely hard. Everybody that I've talked to has spent the last 16 months grafting at home and professionally. We've been through torture this last 16 months, and we've also lost quite a few of those days off to being at home or to homeschooling or home parenting. I'm thinking VE Day, May Day, you know, all these sort of big events that we've had in the last, and Christmas as well. By God, can you forget Christmas? I think we're at a point now, actually, where we could, where we've sort of earned it, haven't we? We've sort of earned having a day off and rallying around something great like what Gareth and the team have done.
I mean, Gordon, there's a lot of people that would absolutely agree with that. It's been the grimmest of grim times. Everyone's been worn down with either trying to work from home, keep their businesses going, homeschool. The chance to celebrate something, even if it's only just getting to the final, doesn't that deserve a bank holiday and some time off? And you Scots will get it too.
You Scots?
Yeah.
Buongiorno Inghilterra, buongiorno Scozia, Forza Scozia, Forza Italia. Yeah, you are right. You're absolutely right. I think people do deserve a bit of time off. But I think most England fans have had about 3 weeks off already, haven't they? And as for you Scots, I'd be quite happy to come to work because it means a day where we won't have It's Coming Home played 24/7 while we're at work. So I'll be delighted to come and do a shift at work while everybody else
Are you being curmudgeonly, though, a little bit like Alistair is, that because it's not Scotland there in the final, that you are, you know, not really wanting a moment to celebrate? Is that what it's about?
You're tying yourselves up in constitutional knots here, aren't you? A bank holiday, is that for all the home nations? Is it just for England? How does it work? And this idea that we should all join in with the celebrations is total nonsense. Alistair is a real football fan. He understands this better than anybody. You never want your rivals to win. So, look, it is a very likeable England team, and we do need to remind ourselves of that. I think this team's full of saints, isn't it? Marcus Rashford, Raheem Sterling, great men, Jordan Henderson, philanthropists, good human beings. And if ever there was a team Scotland could get behind, this is the one, but that doesn't change it for me.
They've also said
far north of Scotland as possible.
If England win, the FA get 24 million quid, 9.5 million of that goes to the players, and they're already talking about giving it to the National Health Service. I mean, these are really good guys. That's
absolutely outstanding, and it's the right thing to do. And yeah, good on them for that. It's very difficult to dislike them, but I am finding a way to do it. And like I said earlier, I'll be as far north of Scotland, up in Speyside on Monday as possible, just in case.
Anybody dares to feel joy. Talk to me about the argument of rampant imperialism, which is a serious point that people north, south of the border have concerns about. So talk to me about why you think it's giving in to that.
It's just that chest-beating triumphalism. I think it's difficult to understand unless you support Scotland or Wales or Northern Ireland and you tune into the commentary and every 3 seconds you're reminded about 1966. It's just that whole notion that we're spoken to. Richard Madeley did it the other day, didn't he, when he said, you lot, and he talks about us as part of England. We're not part of England. It's the United Kingdom. And you can support your own team without being anti-England. I don't think it means that I hate the English. I love the English. I've lived down here for 20 years. My best friends are English. That doesn't mean I support the football team.
Yeah, Gordon, you didn't have to send me abusive messages for playing 3 lines on the bagpipes. That was harsh.
Listen, Alistair, I was disappointed in you. I know you're enjoying yourself on this programme, but that was unnecessary and it won't be forgotten. I remind you of that. We will not forget that moment.
Was it the fact it was 3 lines or was it his bagpipe playing?
You'd think he'd be getting better by now, the amount he's got them out.
He's getting them out later on the show. Don't you worry about that, Gordon. Daryl, you know, there's lots of people who feel that it's time to crack on, that it appeals to the worst of us. Why should there be a national bank holiday?
Yeah, and I think we've redefined that, haven't we? It doesn't appeal to the worst of us anymore. It appeals to the best of us. This is the brilliant thing. And actually, by the way, I've got a tweet here from you, Gordon Smart, where you are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, getting very much involved in another nation's patriotic events. So you're no stranger, by the way, to getting involved in other countries' festivities. And also, I love Scotland.
Yeah, I'm half Irish.
And listen,
yeah, do you want that's why I celebrate St. Patrick's.
I understand that. I understand that. But we're citizens of the world, aren't we? We all share this rock together. I love Scotland. I was rooting for Scotland in the Euros, rooting for Wales as well. What we've shown here is that this competition is about bringing the world together. It's about rallying around something great. It's about rallying around a moment to celebrate. It's not about division. It's not about rampant nationalism. It's not about chest beating. We're not about that anymore. We're leaving that in the past. We're reclaiming this as a moment to bring people together, and that's something that we should celebrate.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Okay. Oh, that's good. I like that. I like that.
Well, look, Gordon doesn't agree with you, and just so that you know what to avoid, Gordon, you can watch the final of Euro 2020, England v Italy, this Sunday from 7 p.m. here on ITV. That's what you need to avoid, but for everyone else, it's right there. Good to speak to both of you this morning.
Forza Italia.
All of